Christianity has basically hijacked the Bible as some sort of Christian document. Rarely does one think of the biblical Israelites when quoting scripture. Usually what comes to mind when talking about the Bible is your church, pastor, Sunday school, or some other Christian identity marker. Even when we imagine what the biblical patrons look like, we envision the images portrayed by Hollywood. Generally, white images come to mind as we think of Moses, Jesus, David, and countless others. This is largely due to the deception of Christianity, which has deceived the whole world. Let's take Sarah, the wife of Abraham. She is described as fair in the King James Bible. The Hebrew word for fair is Yafeh, which means beautiful. But somehow in the white Christian mind, fair means white. This is the belief that has been passed around and accepted. This is one of many lies to recast the real images of biblical characters as white rather than black. This image is more like what the real Sarah would have looked like. However, this image of a white Sarah is a false mainstream replacement that has been largely accepted because of the lies of Christianity. As mentioned before, Sarah was not white, but a beautiful so-called black woman. This fact is covered over by the white lies of the Christian church. Another example of the outright lies and deception taught in mainstream Christianity is the appearance of Solomon. Song of Solomon 5:10 says, "My beloved is white and ruddy." Here is where the deception comes in. The King James Version did a massive mistranslation in this passage. The Hebrew word for white is Laban. However, the Hebrew word for this section was tasak, which means dazzling or glowing. The use of the word white where it should have been dazzling or glowing is definitely intended to trick the mind into a false white lineage of King David and Solomon. While claiming it doesn't matter, they continue to use white images of biblical characters. I'm sorry, but Solomon was not white but tasak, which means dazzling, glowing, or radiant. Also, let's look at the children of Israel. The following passage described what they look like. Lamentations 4:8. Their visage is blacker than coal. The word visage means face or appearance. So that would have been, their faces are blacker than coal, or their appearance is blacker than coal. Also, Moses and Paul were both mistaken as Egyptians, which were children of Ham. The children of Ham are the Africans of today. Lastly, Yahshua, whom the world calls Jesus, was taken to ancient Egypt as a child to hide amongst the Egyptians, as Herod sought to kill him. Through religious teachings of the Christian church, the real true Israelites have come to believe that who they are in the flesh doesn't matter as long as they're Christians. This belief is an outright denial and rejection of the Most High and our true heritage. The problem is, most of the true Israelites refuse to even research their own history, but would rather continue with the lies of Christianity.